So got a message from Lacy, and I thought it was really important because it's going to kind of boil down to what next year's fate holds for her daughter. She says, I'd love your listeners to weigh in on a situation that's been going on for about 7 months. My daughter has been teased and taunted by other girls in her grade, which is 7th grade. They've taken the side of her ex-boyfriend, who's very popular. They're just trying to stay on his good side. They have group chats that they invite her to just so she can see all the trash that they're saying about her. She says her mom thinks that it's just that age. It's what kids do at that age, and that they should take the summer to see if it dies down. She's very interested, though. Lacy says the thought of being homeschooled. Lacy's question is, would that teach her to just run away from her issues, or would it teach her that you can take your life into your own hands and find things that make you happy? Which, as somebody that's trying to grow into an adult, the latter sounds pretty appealing, because isn't that what we try to do all the time? If you don't like your job, go find a better one. If you don't like how you're being treated, take yourself out of that situation. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you do to a certain extent.
That would just be like a ton of maturity, I think, to make this decision. It's it's a big decision.
I know you never want to see your kids suffer. I get it more than anyone else. But part of that suffering builds up character, builds up a callus, builds up a chance to develop some resolution fundamentals as far as problem solving goes and stuff like that. So
yeah,
this
but
is just
at
a
that
weird
age,
one.
like, it's just, you feel like it's impossible. You're going up against all your peers. Are you kidding me? That just sounds like the worst situation for any kid. And they don't have these skills that we have as adults.
Hey, Patrick, you got through right away, man. What would you do here? Would you let her quit school and kind of do the homeschooling, or do you battle through this, or you got another solution?
Well, first, I think the bigger thing with us is, when we were growing up, it stopped once we got off the bus. We didn't have the ability to look at it 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock while we were dwelling in our room, and that's the worst part. Is
good point.
They say this, and then you're right, we can't take them off the internet, and if we're not controlling the phone, they're sitting in that room thinking about it, thinking what they could be doing. Then they try to resolve it through maybe a text message or a Facebook post or whatever the new stuff is today, and then it just gets worse and it feels like quicksand. And then I also agree with you on, do you hit a wall and then start doing the homeschool? I think the biggest part was Kat hit on it. The main part of the brain, the lobe, the emotional part, isn't fully developed. So for us to tell them, hey, you need to, continue so that you learn.
Oh, you're breaking up, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. You're good. You're good now.
Okay. I just don't think they have the internal skills to handle it, especially if it's a 24/7.
So what would you do here? Let's just say you're her dad. What would be the move?
Well, first I would contact the school because, the advocacy for bullying today is insane.
That's a good point.
There are so major steps that we could be doing, talking to the principals, talking to the teachers, talking to the school buses. And then, you also look at, if he's in this current area, the amount of options to go to different schools. And then I think if we want to have her build on, the emotional wall, how to become fortitude, sports, some type of outside extracurricular activity, and get her away from those friends, because clearly those are the groups that are not going to be the ones, wanting to push her to go be better and beyond. That's just...
Well thought out. You're clearly too smart for this show, Patrick.
No, I'm not.
I think. Well,
how debilitating, though, as a parent, just to watch this happen, and you just want to pummel all of them, but you can't because you're an adult, and you just don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Hey, Patrick, appreciate your thoughts today, man. This is good stuff. Thank you very, very much. If you have an extra thought, something we haven't covered yet, definitely text us, will you?
The KCLD Playhouse is powered up by Bradshaw and Bryant Law Offices, seeking justice for the injured.
Magic number is 320-251-1047. What we're going to do is we're just copy and paste all of your responses onto a Word document. We'll kick those over to Lacy and give her a chance to... I think the biggest thing is to don't react right away. This one, to me, is got to be like probably a 3 or a 4 day thing where you just sit, you breathe, you see what develops.
Yeah.
And
I would say even a month and a half. Enjoy some of your summer.
I do like Patrick's
Lay low.
advice, though.
Yeah.
As far as going to the school, they do. A school has options. Every school's had to deal with this and continues to have to deal with this, and they probably know firsthand better than at least. And the other thing is, they're probably going to have somebody that can go, "Hey, I get what you're going through. You're not alone. We've seen this happen before. Here's how we can help you. There's probably some good resources there. So